And we are live. So, welcome back to the Midwest Tool Collectors Meet. This is a live walkthrough of the tool sale. We are here at the Loves Park Speedway Alpine Room. Started at 8 a.m. this morning and we'll be going for a while. So we're going to do a walk around and show all the tools that are for sale. So yeah, this is going to be fun. But first, let's start down here and start walking around. If anyone has any questions or wants to see price, let me know. And also, if you want to see more of these, you can go to MWTCA.org. Turn this around for a moment. Down, there we go. If you want to see more meets like this and find out where they're at, you can go to MWTCA.org and they're listed on there. As well as I have them all on a map on my website, handtoolfinder.com. Handtoolfinder.com, and you can see all the places I know of to buy hand tools. So if anyone has any questions or like to see something, let me know, and we're going to go through this and walk through the whole show. Turn around. Okay, what do we got here? There are a lot of saws here today. Hey Scott, how's it going? Stanley 45, shoulder, rabbit plane. Got a bunch of 4s, a couple 5s, a couple Miller Falls. I haven't done a video on a Yankee drill screwdrivers. I want to do a video on that sometime. They're kind of fun to play with. And here we've got a bunch of bits. Augers, hole cases. Anyone need any more clamps? You can never have enough clamps. Now we've got pliers. Ooh, check this out. I want to get one of these. I haven't got one yet. But this one is set up so that the crank is at 45 degrees to the drive, so you can push there or here. Just kind of makes it feel a little bit better. And here we got a lot of brass work. All of this is for sale. So if you see something you want to know about, let me know and I'll stop and go back and take a look at it. Hammers and mallets and screwdrivers and all sorts of things you don't always know about. Like, what is that? It's a scoop of some kind, I'm guessing. And here we have back here a rope twister. And right there.
When you did it this long, if I was one of these kids that ever did anything,
there's an interesting rope twister.
Then you just do that and you're done.
Yeah, you've got some interest in it too. Yeah.
So we do flower shop.
Little anvil.
We put furniture.
And that part I'm keeping going.
More brass work.
But then when you're doing this, see, I collect.
It's always fun getting in and around people.
My grandpa had wrench.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and post them in there.
You know,
There's a cool axe back there.
Run out of room after a while.
Oh, yeah, I got a chicken.
Yeah, this is interesting with the honeycombing. You don't come across these very often. So the dust can fall out. Bunch more planes.
I mean, they appreciate it, but they
A
don't.
whole bunch of planes here today. There's a lot of good users, cheaper things to get at around here. Anyone want any rules? Nice joiner. There's a big old hand grinder.
Oh, it's almost as old as you.
That's been worn down a good bit.
You're old and dirt.
That is cool. Stay on the level.
Here we go.
Are you looking for something special yourself? No, I bought a couple spill planes. I bought a Travisher. I bought a scrub plane, a Stanley number 40. There's a Stanley 40 and a half I might go back and get. Addy. Scroll saw. This guy's got a lot of vices. I like a guy that has good vices. Having fun yet?
Both of them.
Howdy.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Your channel's actually the one that got me to come to this place. I never
Oh, cool.
knew about it.
You want to be live?
Sure.
Here. Say hi.
Hey, I
Go up there.
Great channel. Got me into woodworking, absolutely.
Yeah, there's actually a bunch of people here from the channel, so
Oh yeah? Awesome.
it's kind of a fun one.
Yeah,
Cool.
I collect them now.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and watch it live later today. Or recorded later today. Here we got some positionals here. This is kind of cool. Old Sergeant. I like the way they have the mechanics on that. Old style shoulder plane. Here's some wooden bodies. Everybody likes the wooden planes. Panel gauge. I want to make one like this sometime with a handle on one end. It's just kind of a different style. I haven't done that. Here's a German style scrub plane. It's actually in really nice condition. Let's come on over here and see what we got. Here's a cool saw. Let's see this thing. A drill attached saw. Check this out. That is cool. You don't see that very often.
You made a lot of money today?
Some braces. Another hand grinder. Oh, this one's cool. Check out that little thing.
Hit you over the head.
We are in Loves Park, Illinois at the Rockford Speedway. But these are all held all over the United States and in a few other countries. Oh, you're fine. What are some of the prices? Well, ask me something and I'll point it out. A lot of things are labeled. So you can see spoke shaves, $3, $7, $4.
Were you recording it?
Doing it live. It's got people all over the world right now. Showing people why they should come to one of these. Or all of them.
Here.
Ah, cheese grater. That is cool.
Maiden. Let's go with Paris, and I think this is German. Yeah, made in Germany.
Huh.
Number 59.
That's it.
I always love seeing the interesting things you can find at one of these. Yeah, the prices here tend to be good to fair. You rarely see anything that's overpriced because everyone here knows what things are worth. So some people are just getting rid of tools, and some people are trying to make gas money to get back. Some people are just here for the fun of it. So
Yeah. No gas money, no lunch money.
so I said, trying to make gas money. Oh, check out the Infill. That is beautiful. Who is that?
Well, it's an iron. It's a parallel iron, a 20th century parallel iron in a 19th century plane.
Huh.
Not the and it's probably not the original iron, but even if it possibly is, but that plane is not made by a manufacturer. That is a pattern maker's,
It's his plane.
cast off of a manufacturer's pattern. That might be a old Spears pattern. I don't know.
Huh.
Probably a Scottish pattern the way it looks. Although it doesn't have the front and back. But what I'm saying is the crown here. So, but it's decent. It's nicely done.
It's beautiful. Anyone want a bow saw? Just did a video on those. Very good marbles. Here we got some almost slicks, large chisel works. Cooper's plane, or Cooper's barrel top plane, 32. Set of blue marbles chisels. There's another rope maker over there. I'll come around this way and show you from the other end. Oh, there's a beautiful brace. Scraping plane. Yeah, it makes it nice. Makes the video a lot smoother than just holding it. Great for doing live videos.
Where'd you get Vegas?
Amazon.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a wooden brace. I want to pick one of those up sometime. Maybe make one. Yeah, fun. There's got to be someone out there who makes a kit with the brass pieces you can make your own.
These are usually the older ones, but they're out there.
Oh, there's a cool brace.
Oh, yeah.
That is beautiful.
That's a neat piece.
45 bucks? That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
Snap the thing right in there.
See how that opens up?
Got it.
I might come back and look at that one. That's cool. Don't get to see those that often. Okay, let's come over here. Now we can start drooling because we're looking at all of the planes. So let's take a look at some of these. We got molding planes. Now this is crown molding planes, so you can see how wide these things are. Sash plane, another infill. Ha! It's like a file plane. Sort of like an early Shintoku grasp file. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody need a pencil sharpener?
Down in the end down here.
More molding planes. So we've got 7, 6, 5.5, 5, 5.25, 4.5, 4s, 3s. That one's in nice shape. What are infill planes for? Well, they're just another plane. They are really, really comfortable. Oops, I'm sorry. This is an infill. It's just another type of plane. So I mean, it's very similar to a 4, but it's got the metal sole, so it wears longer. But has the wooden infill and has a really nice feel. It has a great tactile feel to the wood, and they go for a lot more than regular planes. These are like the high-end Bugatti of planes. You know, some of those that would go for thousands of dollars.
You can't find it. You can't find the metal ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Transitionals.
I still love using
Hi from Argentina. How's it going? How much for the number 7? Here's 149 on this one. Smooth bottom, really nice condition. Early. A little on the high price, but he's trying to make a buck here. What do the numbers mean? I actually have a whole video talking through the Stanley's list of numbers. So if you want to see that, go look that up. I think that was a week or so ago. Braces, bits. The numbers are, well, the first 9, they're the size. After that, they're whatever order Stanley made the planes in. Stanley 50. It's 55. Yep. All the blades. Oh, that's beautiful. That is pretty. And that should be pretty. Here's a jackrabbit. I don't know what the price is on this 55. In that condition, anywhere from 250 to 400, depending upon who's selling it. I don't see a price on it right now. 62. These have gone through the roof in price. Everyone wants a low angle, and the old ones, they didn't make that many because the old timers didn't use low angle planes much. But the power tool people out there love their low angle planes, and there's some merit to that, but that's just driven up the price on these. Here's a jackrabbit, 5 in size, but rabbit plane as it goes all the way to the side of the plane. Some Bedrocks. Yeah, there's actually a whole table over there. We're back. Sorry about that. So let me turn this back around. Bedrocks, the reason they're bedrocks is that the frog, well, they got the term because the frog sits flat on the surface. It's not holding on to small pieces, and so it has a bedrock surface. And just makes it feel a little bit smoother. They are more expensive because they're less common, they're more collectible, and a lot of people really like the way they feel. And they are a thicker mold, and they have a bunch of things in them that they just don't have in the regular series. But functionally wise, they work, and they work well. But I don't know if they're worth the price difference. So let's get back to this table here, and see what we got. Down. Could you take a regular one and make it an infill plane? I guess you could, but why would you? Doesn't work quite the same way. Do you live broadcast through your cell phone? Yes, I'm on my cell phone right now. So we got wooden planes. Now check this out. This crosscut saw here has been filed all the way down. Originally these teeth would have been something like that long, but they've been sharpened so many times that they're all the way back here with the split. That thing has seen a lot of life. Anybody need wrenches, pliers, hand drills, bits? If anyone sees questions or wants me to go back and look at something, let me know. You never know what you're going to find here.
5 years. I've had the same thing happen to me.
And I was like, well,
Yeah, here's a Rockford plane.
It's been here. Been here how many times?
yeah.
Where have you been?
Rockford, here where I live, used to have a plane making company, or a tool making company, made planes and bits and a bunch of other things. I've got a whole bunch of Rockford bits. There's a guy here today that collects them. Yeah, check out those big augers. Some more saws. Draw knives, spoke shaves. Because we're probably about a third of the way through all the tables. And so we've got a long way to go on this. There's a lot for sale today. It's actually a pretty good sale. Check out those big ads. That is slick. Here. Slide over here. Number 2. Don't come across number 2s much. How much are those draw knives? I'll go back and take a look at them here in a moment. Now check this one out with 2 heads. Here, let's go back and take a look at some of these draw knives and see what he has on those. $20. 20 bucks for everything in the box. 20 bucks for everything in that box.
And so forth. And bought online, and there's one place or make some stuff.
Try and make a mallet out of a baseball bat. That's an interesting idea.
And I'm thinking,
Oh, I like this one.
okay, that's more than I need and more than I
That's
want
cool.
to pay. Now I don't want to.
The timber framing chisel, also known as a slick. This one is 150 bucks. A little on the high side, but it's not bad. It's in really good condition. So yeah. Usually I pay about $100 to $80, but for some of them, that's not unheard of. Uh-oh. Is this the dog house? So here we got number 6, couple 4s, bunch of saws. Indianapolis, yes. Actually, the National was there not too long ago. But there are a couple in Indiana. I don't know if there's a meet in Indianapolis, but there are several within a couple hours drive of you. I was actually just down in Indianapolis a week or so ago. 25. Ooh, here's a couple nice ones. Bedrocks 606. Early 606. So these are all Bedrocks. That's why the price is a bit higher on them. There's some rabbit planes. Each one has the depth stop and shoulder or fence. Hey, you got that saw? Here, check this out. This is kind of cool.
Okay.
This is a jigsaw or scroll saw, but you hand crank it, and it goes up and down. But you got to take a look at how this mechanism works. Let me see if I can get down in here. And so it has this lever arm that just rotates around and slides this up and down. Isn't that fascinating? Then you got the belt, so if you want to, you can put power onto it.
Mm-hmm.
But that keeps the whole arm running perfectly up and down.
And then there's a hold down here.
That is cool.
And
you can see the hold down then is adjusted down here.
mm-hmm.
So you can adjust it to whatever you want. That is really kind of cool.
It is. It's the old guy Carl that got me started collecting old tools. On my first trip home from the place, I came home with one of those. It was made in a Milwaukee garage by the company that went on to become the Delta Tool Company. First product of the Delta Tool Company.
That is really cool.
And then he had another one. I think this was on the third trip home. I came home with one of these. And Carl said Fidel Pratt made the best tools ever. And anything that I've ever gotten with it that said Goodell Pratt has been a quality made tool.
That is cool.
And here's a what's it?
Oh, what's it?
A what's it? It's got a extending blade and user modification. But what was it made for? One theory is that it was used for splitting reeds in the basket making industry. But they might get stuck in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, if anyone knows what's it, let us know.
That's kind of cool. That's one of the things I love coming to these meets is you get so much history behind things. Anytime you come up with something and say, hey, what is that? Usually the person at the table will tell you, but sometimes it's like, I don't know, but I bought it.
The other way you can get good information here is the guys walking around, they're carrying something, ask them, what'd you buy? Or what's in the bag? They'll show you their latest find, and they're happy to do it.
And history about the collection, too.
And history about the
That's
collection.
what most people here are actually collecting things, so.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. Well, thank you.
James.
Let's keep them this way. Ooh, turned around, sorry. Now this, let me show you this. This is an old-fashioned tape measure. So you can stretch that out, and there'll be markers along it to tell you what it is. But for measuring out long distances and being very accurate, it doesn't stretch. It'll give you a good, accurate measurement. It's kind of fun.
Oh, that's yours. Surveyor's chain.
Hey, sprinkler. You never get a sprinkler. There's a beautiful old plow plane. Some tenon cutters. A whole bunch of tenon cutters down there. Let's go around this way. A couple good transitionals. Measuring wheels. I want to do a video on making bellows. I think it's kind of fun. It'd be interesting to do sometime. Okay, let's come around this way. Got a bunch of chisels. Shoulder planes. Yeah, if the video goes dead, my internet connection isn't the best here. I'll hop back on in a couple minutes. So, sorry about that. It already happened once. Love these fold-up spoke shaves.
Draw knives.
Draw knives, yes, thank you. 26 bucks. I might be back to grab one of those. Transitional joiner. 40 bucks.
That is too
If anyone sees anything and like, oh, what was that? Go back and take a look at it. Let me know. Just kind of going through here, making sure I cover everything. This is one of the things I do like. There's a lot of historical books and not magazines, sales catalogs. So you can always come through and find information about tools you might be collecting. Here's a tongue and groove plane. I did a video on this a while ago. And you actually swing this arm around, so right now it'll cut the groove. You swing it around and then it'll cut the tongue. Kind of a fun tool. Some more spoke shaves. This one's kind of fun. A blade from both sides. Little router plane. A 45 with a hollow cutter, so you can turn it into your molding plane. There's some massive old spoke shaves. Wow, that is huge. Here we got some tools in the box. So if you're an in-the-box collector, here you go. Yeah, these meets are so much fun, and they are all over the United States. And I have a list of them on my website, as well as there's a couple other tool collecting organizations that have meets that are very similar.
Thought of everything on that.
Oh, thanks, man. That is awesome. Super chats are always welcome. Thank you. Check out this fro. This is beautiful. Good old long fro. There's a really long fro. And then here we have a Cooper's plane. So this is, what, 3.5 by 3.5 inches. Full length. So it's like a 3-inch wide iron. So a Cooper's plane would actually be flipped upside down. So this is almost 4 foot long. And you upside down and you run the work over the plane rather than running the plane over the work for curving the barrel staves. Here is a slick. Check this thing. That's got to be 6 inches wide. That is incredibly cool. 400 bucks, but that is not a bad price for something that wide. You don't come across those very often. That is cool. All right, let's go on over to here. Spoke shaves, wooden spoke shaves, 10 bucks a piece. Draw knives, individually marked, 22, 25, 22. Oops, sorry, come down a little bit. A stair saw. I thought about making one of these. It might make a good video. Anyone need bit holders? I would like to do a coopering project sometime. I'd like to do a small Cooper bucket or something of that nature. That'd be interesting. Yeah, Paul here, he makes these, and they're dirt cheap. They're like 30, 40 bucks. I bought a couple spill planes that he made from him. He wanted 20 bucks a piece for them. Nice spill plane.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering where Walt is so I can ask him how much it is.
I don't know.
It's the only thing in there, well, one or two things in there that doesn't have a price on it.
Here's number 55. In the box, all the cutters. Here's another 55 in the box with all the cutters. 450. Make sure you stay on the level. Yeah, these are kind of cool. They're for a Stanley 45, and the 45 can't do hollows and rounds unless you put a full sole on it. These you could do it and do a full set of hollows and rounds on a Stanley 45. It'd be a fun thing to have, but man, those are expensive now. The price on those has gone up.
I'm just about out of it. In fact,
Another 62.
And what these guys are willing to pay me for the blade, I don't want to make them. You know, this wood is so nice some days.
Oh, right there in the hat.
Okay. Thank you.
It's going to cost a lot of money.
Wooden leaves? I don't know what you mean by wooden leaves. A couple joiners. Wooden screw clamps. Lots more hand planes. There's a panel gauge. This is kind of fun. The wedge has a stop on both ends so it doesn't come out. You can just tap it in place and lock it in. Want to make one like that someday.
Well, that sounds like a project.
Whole lot of smoothing transitionals. Those are pretty.
Just want to say hi real quick.
Oh,
I'm Joe
thank you.
Zona. I had a bad day on YouTube. I
wanna be alive?
all the time.
You want to be live?
I don't think so.
Okay. I asked people first, so. Well, thank you.
Just want to say hey, thanks.
Let's see what we got over here. Set of chisels. Ooh. Gouge in there. Some lever caps. Those are kind of cool. Wooden planes, but they have a lever cap on there. I'd like to take a closer look at those here soon. Those are kind of interesting. Metal mounted totes. Whole bunch of levels. If you're ever looking for chisels, chisels. Check out that old brace. That is beautiful. And they'd be handmade, so they don't fit regular bits. You'd actually make a socket for it that would then fit your bit. And so these are spoon bits here. And so they look like a spoon, but they'll cut a circular hole.
Those are spoon bits.
And so they actually allow you to do a little bit of turning in there. They're kind of fun.
Really? They go in the pad.
That's a good price on that. Good price on it. $1.15.
Hey James, ever use one of the new Stanley Sweetheart number 4s? I have a Stanley Sweetheart low-angle jack, and I rather like it for the price. Is it perfect? No. It has a few parts that are a little cheap feeling, but functionally wise, it's actually pretty good. I mean, you're going to get what you pay for. You're not expecting a Lee Valley or a Lee Nielsen quality plane, but for the price, it's a really good plane. This is an apple peeler. So you can see how this will then rotate. Oops, let me back up a little bit. How this will rotate and slice the apple all the way around. Kind of a cool design. Yeah, we got a guy here who's selling 5 different benches. So bench 1, bench 2, bench 3. I like this one. It has the tusked tenons on it. 4 and 5. It's easier to take pictures than to bring all the benches in. Flush cut saw, gouges, What is this?
5 feet high, 4 to 5 feet high, about 25 feet
I don't know.
had one of those like this, sitting in the living room with a chair in the
And we need a pink saw, distant. How much for the flush cut saw?
hand down here.
Does he have a price on it? He has a price on it. $35.
Through the drain,
Couple more tenon cutters. Not tenon cutters, cone cutters or spoke pointers, depending upon what you want to call them. $1 each. Anything in the box? Sorry. Go around this way. Okay. Never know what you're gonna find. Ooh, nice pair of shears. Every shop should have a good pair of shears. Stanley number 1. $500? Is it a Stanley?
I don't know. Can you make any more?
It's got a broken tote, but wow. I might buy a Stanley number 1 today. $500? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to be back and look at that. $500 for a Stanley number 1. It sounds like a really bad price, but they usually go for $800, $900, or $1,000 or more, depending upon the condition. This one has a broken tote, but I don't know. I might have to buy that one, restore it, and paint it blue.
I got one right here.
Perfect.
Yeah, Stanley number 1s are, it's not uncommon to see them over that.
Can I build a file?
Yeah, here's another panel gauge. How's it going, Gary?
Okay.
I like these. I want to make one of these sometime. The drill, so the cord wraps up around here, and you push the handle up and down, and it will run the drill in and out. So it's kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A spring pull lathe, but in a drill format. Yeah, do a whole build of the number 1. So here we got some other things. This is the worst dovetail saw I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how in the world you cut dovetails with that thing, but you know. Yep, live. I'm joking. I'm saying it's a dovetail saw. That's a cool corner chisel. Come back and look at that one. $60 on it. That ain't bad at all. Wooden screw clamps. Oh, here, I missed this table. Let me come back and do this one long quickly. Stair saw.
Between the garage and his house.
Transitional.
Brass.
Bunch of planes in here. See, this one has an aluminum tote. Stanley actually sold the aluminum tote as a replacement. So if you broke your handle, you could buy an aluminum replacement. And $20. Number 5, really nice, good to go plane. That would make a fantastic user. Number 6, $45. Number 4, why is that one so much? Oh, a Type 3.
Thanks, sir.
Some more chisels. I could never spend $500 on a plane. They go a lot higher than that. I've seen planes go for $5,000, $6,000 or more. For the collectors, they're willing to pay just about anything. So let's come on over here.
Now I can give it to Goodwill.
Actually, you haven't checked out
Gearbox, that's kind of cool.
You actually have to say you have to check it out.
So let's see what we got down here. Number 4, Sergeant, hip, Sergeant joiner. How's he had on that one? 45 bucks for a joiner.
That's pretty cool.
Check out the carving on these molding planes. That's beautiful. This axe is so that you can chop down the side of a board and flatten it out, or smooth out the side, not the board, of a log. So you can square out a log. You stand on top and swing it down. But the bevel is only on one side. Anyone need any hand saws? I guess most of those are panel saws. Adds. Another Stanley 45. Let's come over here. Most of these, he's at a pretty good price, anywhere from 10 to 40 bucks. A lot of good users in here. A lot of good block planes. Let's check out Gary Johnson's table. He always has some fun things. Some interesting tenon cutters. I love tenon cutters. And there is a scraping plane. I have about 5 planes. No, I don't restore planes for people anymore. I have so many that I need to restore, and I just don't have time for it. And I don't like to do things for money because then it becomes a job. And I want to keep the fun of the woodworking going. Let me go around this way. Sorry.
That's what I think.
It's pretty packed in here today. A couple good planes in the box. Shoulder plane with the fence and depth stop. What's he asking on this? I don't see a price on it, so I'll have to ask him. Sergeant block planes? Well, block planes are block planes unless you're collecting. There really isn't that much to them. Egg beater drills go for all different prices because there are so many different types. Some of them are collectible and some of them are junk, anywhere from $5 to $400. So yeah, you take my money. Yeah, check out this squirrel tail. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that one. These meets are so much fun to come to. There's so many good things to see. Let's see what we've got over here. Whole set of wrenches. What is this? Oh, it's hard to do one hand. This lever swings out. Or maybe not. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Look at that later. I have 2 hands to look at it. Stanley number 7. Yeah, I think there were a couple 7s here. Or was there one back on the table? Let's see. What's that?
What are you going to do with all these pictures?
Oh, this is live. So we have 79 people watching around the world right now.
Is that right?
I'm sure I need one, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, everybody needs one of those.
Decimal equivalent chart. Here, come down this way. Too many people there. Oh wow, there's where all the stair saws went. Oops, sorry. Fort Worth, Texas. Now there's a meet now in Houston. Someone was saying that they wanted to start one in Dallas. Any Stanley 55s? Yeah, there were, what, 5 or 6 Stanley 55s here today. Some more draw knives. 13 bucks, 28 bucks. Prices vary. A core box plane. Hag's tooth. When they first came out, there were a bunch of routers. And here's another one. It's nice in the box and all. What was I going to say? Oh, there were a bunch of router planes when I first went around, but a lot of them have sold. There were several really good prices. Here's one. So you asking that one, 58 bucks. It's not bad. A couple little ones. Ooh, I like this one with a large space. That allows you to do tenons easier. Yeah, Louisiana is one of those weird places. There just aren't much out there. We're looking, if you want to start one, we'll come and do meets, but you just need someone to actually do it. Okay, that's weird. Someone took a bone and then turned it into a chisel plane. So this is sharp here. So there's a flat surface so it can slide around and chisel plane. That's kind of funky. But yeah, if you want one in your hometown, contact the Midwest Tool Collectors and say, hey, I can run one. All you need is a place for it, someone to organize it and set it up, and we can get going. And that's how they all start. Let me do some of these. So yeah, coming down. Oh, there we go. So there are all of the tools, and there's also coffee and donuts. Let's see how many donuts are left. I'm going to have to come back here and get me some donuts. Down, down, down. Donuts. Everybody likes donuts. So yeah, if there are any last minute questions before I wrap this up, I'll walk around and show you what we've got. But that is about it for this particular meet. Let me just show you again a quick overview of everything here. So we've got all of this. And this is just a local meet. So, oops, wrong way. Let's go this way. This is a local meet. The national is coming up in June, and that'll be in Peoria, Illinois. So I'm going to be there. We're actually going to be doing a talk at that one where I'll be doing some demonstration. Yes, there are actually there's an entire collecting group that's in California. It's called PAST, P-A-S-T. I don't remember what it stands for. But yeah, there's several meets in California. And if you go to my website, handtoolfinder.com, there are a whole list of different places like this, or places where I find hand tools. Where do I start to look for? Go to handtoolfinder.com. Virginia is a hot spot for hand tools. So yeah, definitely go look at it. There's several meets around there. Any in West Virginia, yes. there's a lot out there. But go to handtoolfinder.com, and I have a map on there where you can see all the places I know actually mapped out, all the meets, antique stores, things like that that are known to have hand tools. I have all of those. Guys around you. Yeah, there are a lot of older guys here that just don't understand the internet. All of the invites for this actually still go out by mail. And in order to, you have to mail it back in with your check to get into these. So, yeah, there's quite a few people here who do not have cell phones. There are quite a few people here who do not have email accounts. So this is kind of a new thing to a lot of them. But yeah. PAST does occasionally have a meet in Southern California, and there are a couple places on the map that I've found and talked to people where you can buy them in Southern California. It's been a while since PAST had a meet in Southern California because they haven't had as much interest. But if you wanted to organize one, it could very easily happen. So definitely go take a look at that. Cool. So I think that about does it. If I have any questions that I didn't get to, let me know. And that's about it for this year's tool meet. This has been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy doing these. And the next one we'll be at is probably the National in Peoria. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I think that's about it for today. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Stop.